everyone! Welcome to the stream! Welcome. I hope everyone has had a good evening so far, and thank you, Whiteo Penguin, Tamiko-chan, for subscribing, and Fua. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Well, hello. We're back with more Boot Archive, and I believe it resets in a minute. Yeah, I believe the game resets in like yeah, hello, hi. It's strange to see all of the emotes. Hi. Welcome. I've tried to update the overlay with all the new information that Twitch said I needed. A bit quiet. Okay, I can boost. Is that better? I never know what to make it, because there's like two volumes that I go between, because sometimes I talk louder and then sometimes I talk quieter, so I have to muddle between those two. But hello, welcome. Hopefully today we make some progress on the story, because with the thumbnail I kind of assumed that I don't remember where we got to in the story. Okay, I planned that. I definitely did not forget in the like millisecond. I just hydrated, but okay. I'll drink more water. I drank, I think, like 500 milliliters just like 2 minutes ago. Yeah. It took me a while to think about how long I hydrated ago. Yeah, that isn't English, is it? Some very nice water. I realized that hydrate is also a way to get me to say water. Don't worry. I'm very straight. I also realized you can kind of tell when I'm slouching because my model also kind of just dips. Yeah, straight up. And I need to be a tall cat, and I need to stop breaking my back and giving myself back problems. How far are you? I'm in the second chapter of the first volume, and I think I'm right at the end of that, and then I'll be starting volume 2, chapter 1. I think that's how it goes. Because I did skip the story to like I basically skipped the story to get the primals, or what was it called, Pyrox, when I needed to get Mika, because obviously that was very crucial back in the day. So, but obviously I'm still playing for the story. I just skipped it down for the currency. Why the gacha addict I am. Something about adults. Adults exist in this game. They sound like hacks. And you know, there's only one thing we do with hacks. We throw them in the nuclear war. Do I save up for a stream game of feet? You know, the feet one is a very special. You know what? I'm not gonna ruin it, but yeah, it will take you very long time to get to that. So you know, maybe stream, because then it's a lot easier and it saves me the trouble. Choices. So many choices. Now that there's so many redeems, I'm more on the way. I just need to get more time and implement the more I have in my arsenal. I'm betting all my points on 3.5k redeems. 3.5k? Wait. Oh, is that the... Wait, which one is the 3.5k? Wait, I need to look at this. I think it's very crucial of me to look. What is this? 3.5? Make me say whatever you want. No! I can... No, I've said some pretty sussy stuff, you know. But I, you know, when I voluntarily have to say it, that's when it will get me, you know. It will make me like, blah, 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 blah. I can't think of the right word. Stunted. Yes, it'll make me very stunted. She loves hags. I'm sorry. Even if you pay me, I will make sure I never say I love hags in a way that makes it seem that I love hags. You know, it will always be like in a very sarcastic, monotone, forceful way. Word. Yes, very nice word. That I will never word again to get word clipped again. Just flash the hag? Where? I don't think I saw that, you know. I think you might be hallucinating. Did you make sure to take meds today? I've not seen a hag on screen, right? Only beautiful Hikari, you know? And she's, wow, so cute, so funny. We're admitting she's willing to scam us. Nah, I would never scam you, you know. I'm only very wholesome and very say-so. I would do anything Cat told me to do for a price. Rug pull, more like a cat pull, you know, or like a nyag pull, nyag pull. The background music is a bit loud compared to your voice. Okay. Better? Is that more a poppy at? Also, I'm gonna guess what I'm up to. I'm gonna take a wild guess. Okay, yeah, I need to press chapter 2. Never letting go 2 or 1. Is one of them. You know, he may be repeating some dialogue because I know it's not that. I know it's one of these. I know it's between. It really scammed me with my heart. Oh no. I'm sorry. What can I do to make up for it? I will do it right now. 3.5k redeem into making her read out an entire song could be. So, if you want to get rickrolled, then be my guest. Because I would gladly read out all the lyrics of that song. Because, you know, rickrolling is my life force. Now we're almost at the end. You know, it's been like that for 2 streams though. This is the 3rd one now. Where we've been like, I think we started here like 3 streams ago. Yeah. We've been making progress on like 1 episode a stream. So I like how you think. The entire B-movie script. Isn't that not that long? I remember, wasn't it like memed? It's not that long. I like that meme was like ages ago. I have no recollection. 3.5k for the Ram Ranch. What's the Ram Ranch? Do I want to know what that is? It sounds interesting. Read all of story before 2026. All of it? Wait, read what? Oh, Blue Archive story? Holy. That, I don't think that's even possible, is it? I just got back after having to watch the Blue Archive daily. Welcome back. Welcome to the stream, simple lad. Welcome. I hope you were able to do everything you needed to in the daily. Blue Archive doesn't usually take too long though, so you know. As long as you at least had a good 15 minutes, you should have been fine. Well, I'm never really behind on the dailies. I usually do it when I get up. And that leaves me like a good like 10 hours before the daily reset. And then if I'm too close to the reset, then I'll just wait till, you know, like a very ungotcha gamer. Like, the only game that I am trying not to miss any dailies in is Wuthering Waves. That's just because I want to pull for the next bad coming up, so, like, very important I don't miss any. I say that as, like, there's a few characters in a certain other game that I want to pull, but I'm just... can't be bothered. Hi, it's a movie! Hi, Shield, welcome to the stream, welcome. I hope you had a very meowy day so far. And it doesn't take too long when you're dehydrated and stop sobbing early. True. I should be keeping up my energy to sob. Well, not energy. I guess I need to be drinking more so I can sob more at all the cute characters in this game, because you keep releasing characters at like the drop of a hat, and so, you know, I need more tears in this body to cry, you know? There's like not enough water inside to like release all the water through my eyes. Like a waterfall coming down. That makes sense. You know, I feel like it was very obvious that I haven't had a lot of sleep today. I'm saying like very random things, and the things I say, they don't really make any sense. I never miss my dailies on any of the free gachas I play. You know, that honestly deserves a reward, because I'm never like that. I jump between games. Like, usually the most I'll play max is usually about 3 gachas at a time. But usually I switch between them. Like, I mean, at the moment I'm only really keeping up with Blue Archive and Wuthering Waves. But I usually switch between those two and the Hoyo slave games like Genshin, Honkai, ZZZ. You know, just going through them, cycling. You know, usually like what banners are up kind of like influences what I want to play. So basically what I'm trying to say is that soon I'll be picking up Genshin again, because like, yeah, it's not a good sign when you want to pull a character but you don't remember their name. Butterfly girl, I forgot her name. Columbina, yeah. I want to pull Columbina. I'm probably butchering that, but yeah. Let's just stick with Butterfly. I'll never miss my gachas until I get more than 4 I play, and one of them gets yeeted down. Honestly, you only have time for a few games. Unless they're like real like gotcha games where they're done in 5 minutes, then like you can probably just like play 10. I have done that before. Well, not 10. Okay, 10 is a bit extreme, but like 8. I've done 8 for like a month before. It only took like 2 hours a day, which is still quite a lot, to be fair. 3 seems to be the magic number, yeah. I feel like 3 is usually, you don't spend too much time, but like not too short either. It's over. What's over? We putting down games. 2 to 3 is the limit depending on if they got auto or not, mostly. Yeah, exactly. If a game's got auto, like, I kid you not, I can have like, for example, when I do Blue Archive, I've got this running in the background, or then I'm like doing like Wuthering Waves, and like, I guess I should be picking up Honkai again because they've got that auto ticket since I've been playing for a while. But like, I lost my 50-50 in that game, so my motivation went down, and I lost it to Jeopard of all things, and Jeopard's kind of lame. I don't like Jeopard. They're yeah. But he just looms in my shadow like Diluc does in Genshin. And Dea. Those two, my arch enemies. Now Jeopard. He's causing me a jeopardy. I added Do It Night Abyss to Honkai, Starrail, and ZZZ. Do It Night Abyss. Do it. Wait, what is Do It Night Abyss? Oh, wait, gacha game, right? Gotcha game. That sounds... Oh, it's the one that's not really a gotcha game. Right now, for me, it's Blue Archive, Stellar Silver, and this sussy one called Lily Ange. Yeah, I think Lily Ange got mentioned in the last stream. I kind of remember it, like, it's to take a bone in my... Is that the expression? I forgot the expression. No, Iromi. Stay away from the horror games. They'll destroy you. That's okay. I've been playing them since 2020, you know? I don't think it can destroy me more than it already has. Can't play more than 2. It's too much. You know, that's where you just need to improve your gamer levels. And you need to, like, reduce your attention span, you know? If you've got, like a massive attention span, then you definitely can't play more than 2. You need to be able to, like, multitask, like, 5 different things at once. And still not pick anything up. You know, like a true gacha gamer. I just want to stick to one game, but too bad Stellasaurus is somewhat fun. I wanted to try that game, but then I heard a lot of bad things about it, so I haven't given it a shot yet. Iromi, hello Iromi, hello Christopher, welcome to the stream, welcome. I hope you've had a merry day so far, welcome. Add auto is one of the reasons why I can't stick with Azure. I mean, it's technically auto, but it doesn't have sweep, which is painful. That sounds very painful. I'm kind of glad I've never given that game. I think out of like the OG Gacha games that kind of blew up back in the day, I think that's the only one I haven't given it. Gacha games are full-time jobs. They can be. Especially if they're very unfair. Like Hoyo games. Like, they can be, like, very unfair and unrewarding. Then you gotta put in more hours to, like, get what you want. I feel like that's the big difference I've felt between Wuthering Waves and Genshin. Like, I feel like... Or, like, any Hoyo game, actually. Like, I feel like playing Wuthering Waves, I get so much currency that I can just pull whoever I want. Like, I'm pretty sure when I first joined the game, I pulled 2 characters, and I barely played, like, 15 hours of the game. So, to be fair, my luck in that game is kind of godlike. I'm not here to brag, but, like, I got every character so far, except Phoebe. Because Phoebe hates me, but except Phoebe, I've got every character within the first 5 pulls in the game. Even if I lost, I still got it within the first 5 pulls. DNA is kind of an MMO gotcha. Oh, MMO? What? So it's like co-opable stuff? Make sure to join the kind of Discord right meow for mandatory meowing, DNA is like Warframe, Shooter, MMO, and Genshin Wuthering smashed together. Yeah, I think the shooter aspect is like why I haven't tried it out yet. Because I'm not the best at shooters, and this is the blame that I probably want to see, you know. I think I might lead some people to get frustrated if I were to stream that game. Other than corrupted by the hags in Nike and Brown does too. Yeah, I remember seeing that one animation of the Brown does too. And the Nike girls, I've seen them, they're very, very cute. I mean the non-hag girls in... Of course I do. Now, I've been a lot of Stellar Story hate, but honestly it's legit. As in, it's like legit fun. The gacha system is somewhat generous in that there's a global pity count of 160 where you get the banner count number. But the banner pity is 120 versus 80 in Girls Frontline, but at least it's not 50-50. Oh, in Stellar Silver. Hey, hi Miyuki, hi. Welcome to the stream, welcome. I hope you've had a very meowy day, night so far. Oh, welcome. I'm sorry, we're just having a massive talk about gacha. A very, very massive discussion and debate. You got auto aim on DNA, so it's chill, but it's also insanely grindy, so it's hard to recommend, honestly. You know, it sounds like RuneScape. And I've never tried RuneScape. Partly because of the grind, and also partly because, like, if I'm gonna grind, then I would like to play I'd like to play an RPG. because like usually like JRPGs are also very grindy, then they also have a good story, and I usually can like confirm it's a good story. You know, gacha games have that like 50-50 chance. They have a good story, or it's a bad story, or it's a good story sometimes and a bad story another time. I dropped Zelda story when the new raid on Blue Archive started and it was too late to go back. Yeah, I mean that happens with a lot of gachas for me as well, to be honest. I start one and then I'm like, oh, I need to dedicate all my time to this one gacha so I can get this one character or this one cool event. And then I'm like, hey, it's been so long. I'll pick it up again eventually. And then 10 years pass and I never come back. Blue Archive is a shooter though, especially in the doujinshis. They've got that backshot sorted. I remember the live 2D brown dust. England didn't want you to see. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I could see it on Twitter. Because I didn't update the app, but now my app has been forced updated or else it wouldn't work anymore. So like, yeah, now Twitter's like, every time I go on Twitter, like majority of the posts are kind of like, these posts are not suitable for all ages. Please verify a legal ID. And I'm like, I'm not gonna upload my passport to prove how old I am. Because that's so stupid. And also, I don't need that information somewhere for Elon to use how he wants. If you're lucky, you are kind of screwed on. In Sora? That one? Haven't missed out on anything. I can get swimsuitless swimsuit MC of Sora. Okay. Stretch. I stretch. I feel like I'm gonna end up pulling a muscle stretching. I'm not a good stretcher. I don't know if you need a skill set to be a good stretcher, but like I'm not a good stretcher. I felt my bone creak. Maybe I'm just getting old, or maybe it's a thing telling me that I don't touch grass enough. Yeah, either way, I'm not a good stretcher. And I like the combat in Zelda story. It feels good to get a strong team and watch things explode. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that, you know? Like, if a game has a very satisfying, like, gameplay, then I'm all for it. Like, at the moment, I'm really enjoying, like, Chisa and Wuthering Waves. Like, I really, really like how fast her attacks are. Like, I love fast attacking characters, and her attacks are just so satisfying. Like, she might not be the strongest, but damn, like, she is fun. And scissors. You know, she can cut me in half anything. But actually, no. Now they're thinking, no, I take that back. No, you know what? I didn't say anything. I have a right to defend myself with a lawyer. Yeah, with a cat lawyer. He'll protect me. VPN time. I mean, I would, but I also can't be bothered to pay for a VPN. And I don't need to see the weirdness of WN. I'm fine with cat memes. Cat memes. Really hate the amount of effect on screen though. It's impossible to time the red flag. Oh, is it like a hack and slash game? Like ZZZ? There's so much happened that I feel like dodging just feels awful. You never see the red area. So basically it's very hard to dodge. You know, I'm very terrible at stuff like that in games. So I feel like I would struggle. Like, is the difficulty very hard in Stellar Sora? I can't think of a good comparison. A Dark Souls. Is it Dark Souls level of hard? I accidentally left on the VPN without realizing it, and Twitter realized it was on one and blocked sensitive material even though it's allowed. Really weird. Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm too lazy for like just even clicking back to like my region for certain stuff. I'd be like, wait, wasn't this available? And then bam, it's not. But to be fair, it's also a bit annoying with some games on Steam. Because like there was like some like visual novels I wanted to read on my list, my wish list, and now they're just like, prove your age to buy the game. Like Ultra C has it, and I'm like, why? Why is it was a yaoi that gets banned, you know? I think the UK is trying to censor something that isn't supposed to be censored. Dodging lowers the DPS. It lowers the DPS in the game? It kind of sounds weird, not good. Wait, didn't you have custom sounds for the Redeems? Why is this super loud Twitch sound effects play? Oh! I don't... Wait, have they all changed? They were working 2 days ago. I think I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't know why it's changed. Like, unless it was under the wrong alert box. I think I'm gonna have to take a look at that after the stream though, because we're not trying to have a scuff. Oh well, a massively scuffed stream. I've been sent it to the front now. I mean, I have my going now. If you want to support the stream, feel free to check it out. Meow meow. The top-down hack and slash, kind of like Diablo. Ah, a top-down game. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of those, but that's just because like I like to see like my anime goes up close. For no particular reason, obviously. Hola! Te quiero mucho, mucho, hola! Hi, welcome to the stream, Dancia! Hope you've had a very meowy day so far, and I hope it keeps meowing the good life. Playing up to the Shopkeeper's story in Wither Waves, the game looks awesome and plays well, but the story feels like a girlfriend wife or the patch kind of thing. Well, the thing is, right, like, I'll agree, like, before is Shopkeeper, like the entire, I forgot what the region's called, I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher this, Hualong. The first region, is like, it's really mid, like, it's not that enjoyable, to be honest. It's just kind of mid. But as soon as you get to the act that you stopped at, like the very next act, that's where the story, it really picks up, you know? Renacita, again, if I am butchering this, I'm very sorry. But Renacita, like, honestly, I think it's the best arc in a gacha game I've ever played. Like, it's so cinematic, it's so kind of, like, gripping, and it's so fun to play. And, like, I think 2 of the arcs near the final arcs was like what I wish Natlan was in Genshin. Because it has similar parallels, let's say, to Genshin in the 2 last arcs of Renacita, and yeah, it just makes Natlan seem so laughable, and it makes me sad. Because at least the characters in Wuthering Waves get developed, and then in Natlan they're just like, meh. Like, I described this to a friend as like, Genshin is like the safer word like you give to the 7-year-old game. Well, Wuthering Waves is like the game you give to like the adult, you know, with the developed characters, developed story, you know, characters that actually make you want to cry. Except Fontaine, you know? I'll gas up Fontaine all the time, because Fontaine was really good. Hardest game, getting out of bed. You know, I like how you say it's the hardest, and then you put the note on where it's like, nah, getting up isn't that hard. If you were a true cat, it would definitely be the hardest, and it would be the yes sign. Delisora is the stuff like boss rush and high battle arena is super hard, but the general stuff is easy. So it's kind of like most gacha games where like the endgame content is kind of like the hard stuff that you kind of work up to. Currently, dodging doesn't really do anything unless characters have buffs that specifically buff them for dodging. I see. So basically, you're supposed to just tank it. Chitose. Is Chitose a Stellasaur character? Being too real today, Cat. When is Cat's never not relatable? You know, he even has cats in his name. Speaking of top down, we could do something really evil and make a room play the league with 10k. No, please. Please. If you want me to die, then do the 10k thing. But if you want me to live a nice long life, please not league, anything but league. I'd even play like a shooter game, FPS, just no anything but league, please. I'd be begging. Honestly, I'll beg you, please. Good luck in the game. Are you new in Kibotos? I am new in Kibotos. I mean, I've been playing the game for about 5 months, I think. Give or take. I think 5 months. I started near the start of this year. And I know I'm only into chapter 2, but that's just because I kind of talk a lot. And so the progression is like maybe like at most like 5 chapters a stream. Well, thank you. I have definitely learnt about a lot of the fandom at least. You know, I'm knee deep in the fandom. 10 minutes and she is running it down mid. Wait, 10 minutes is running it down. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm so confused. Oh, is Venus City that really pretty place where you can fly around? Yes, it is. It's so good. Like, I would actually pay someone just to play Wuthering Waves. It's so good. Like, you know, it's an experience everyone should have. Good game. Like, it's a game I'd actually pay for if it was a paid game or a game you could pay. I mean, I guess I could just put all my life savings into the game, but like, I'm not that gacha heavy yet. Did my friend play through some of the area? It's really nice. Just like loading times can like kill me sometimes a game. Until I've like loaded the game up for 30 minutes, loading times are horrendous. At least for me. So like BA Ibuki makes me cry. Wow, cute and funny. Anyways, welcome to Kibotos, a city where battle can be anywhere. That's why we carry guns everywhere. The guns. The battles could even happen. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna make that joke. I just realized how bad that would sound. Moving on. What if we want you to die and play League? Well, you see, in life you can't have everything, you know? You either have me die or you have me play League. So technically, I guess I would die if I play League because I would die in League. So technically, you would have it both then. But like, you don't want to see me suffer. You know, you want to see me happy playing. I'm trying to think any game that would be suggested to me that would actually be fun. I know that redeem is not going to be used for something nice. I can just say that. I don't play it, but it'd be really fun. It'd be funny to see me die in League. I mean, most of the I played League once for like an hour maybe at max, and I had no fucking clue what I was doing, and I was just like, I was spamming my buttons. And I was just dying. And I'm guessing there's a rank system in League, so I'm playing with new players, and they outrank me like by a billion%. League is nice, the players are not. Yeah, I've seen how toxic that community. One reason I've never wanted to get into any kind of like ranked game before was that I feel like a lot of their communities are just so toxic. And I just, you know, I don't want to vibe with that. Or like, I don't want that in my life. Riot games are good games wise, but the communities they have are awful. Valorant is also owned by Riot Games, right? Save for TFT. I tried that as well, and I also sucked at that game. I'm sorry. Me and Ibuki didn't vibe well. I put her in the dungeon. Oh no, they aren't that bad. Or the League of Legends community? Or the Valorant community? Every gamer's toxicity. I mean, that's very true. That's very true. It's also why like I try and stick out of like the Wuthering Waves and Hoyo space, because they're always in like a constant battle with each other, and it's like you have to prepare like 50 helmets if you want to take the take the levels of toxicity. Except Blue Archive. I mean, that's kind of true. I've not really seen like a hate post on Blue Archive, or like a member of the community like start like, you know, some kind of like beef, if you wanna say it like that. The league will give you okay, the league will give you to play Genshin, run the quest and read everything in the quest. Oh no. Like honestly, you know what? I'd rather play League. Like I skipped the entire run quest. I cannot say that to save my life. But holy, it took like I think 2 or 3 days of me playing it constantly, because you have to play that and like all the side quests for like Navia's weapon. So technically you couldn't make me do that now that I think about it, because I've done it. Worse than Endless 8. Because we're toxic only to ourselves and everything goes wrong. Yeah. The to be fair, it's kind of like every Gacha spiral, you know, if you don't. Hydrate, okay. Wait, I played 2 sound effects? I will hydrate twice for that. In note of the 2 sound effects. I'm thankful my mic didn't want to pick that up. Sometimes it does want to pick it up, and then I realize it sounds very sussy when I'm just gulp, gulp, gulp. I'm going to end up going through like 2 bottles of water this, which is not good. Because I drink too much in general, I think. I'm usually overhydrated. I guess when I stream, I'm not hydrated because I'm usually like trying to focus on talking, then drinking. So I guess then I'm dehydrated. Yeah, where was I again? Ibuki in the dungeon sounds again like the start of a doujinshi. Exactly, you know. Thank you so much for following, Miki. Thank you, and welcome to the cat cult, where we meow and we meow and we meow meow meow. I hope you have a very meowy stay here. I also like how you followed as soon as I say it is the start of a doujinshi. The Ibuki being in the dungeon. Yeah, of course it's the start of a doujinshi, you know. Who else do you think I've locked down there? Only to have a very good time, obviously. You know, I wouldn't make them do anything against their will. You know, everything in Sensei's will. What if we overdream, hydrate at the same time, and make your room explode? You can try. But, you know, I have you know I'm a professional drinker. So it's very hard to get me to explode. If you want me to explode, then you have to get me to drink milk, you know? I know it's a very cat thing to like milk, and it's a very anti-cat thing to not like milk, but like, you know, cat revolution, you know, I will change it. Cats shouldn't like milk, and it's poison. You hear me right. I heard 2 gorilla. OMG, wait, two gorillas? Wait, how did you hear 2 gorillas? Where are they coming from? Are you talking about... Are you talking about Nika? Hey, Nika. It's so echoey, why? I don't know. Like, for some reason my alerts are messing up. And I don't know why, because when I did test them, like, everything was so fine. When the flood UK. You know, I don't like your insinuation with that, Caps. You know, what do you mean I'm going to flood the UK? How am I going to flood the UK? With what am I using to flood the UK? You know, can you please elaborate on how I'm flooding the UK? I hope this is very safe for work. or else there'll be a battle for you to face. And it won't be against me. It will be against some students I send at you. Mika, my favorite. But to be fair, she's very feisty, right? She's plotting world domination, like I'm planning the cat dummy meow shop. So like, it's fitting. Are you drinking? Yeah, you know, I've got my bottle of vodka right next to me. You have to do her. So you've met Hinatu. If I see a picture, then I'll be able to tell you. I believe so. Hina. Oh yes, Hina. I've seen Hina. She's very cute. I love Hina. I wife Hina. You know, I love the strong, independent. I was gonna say women, but then that insinuates a hag, and we all know we're anti-hag on this channel. I mean, with the hydrate redeems, not whatever you have in mind. Yeah, but like hydrate makes me drink. Like, how else would I flood the UK? Am I just supposed to be tipping the water on the floor? Passenger redeem look. Thank you for lurking, though you're not lurking. Thank you for lurking. I mean, the amount of water you might spill drinking could flood the UK. I mean, that is kind of true, you know. As a cat, I'm obviously lapping water. I'm not actually, like, gulping it. You know, like I said before, I'm lapping the milk. Yeah, I suppose. So that would take a lot of water. You know, my wife is Whack-A-Mole. Ah, yes, Whack-A-Mole. She has blessed me with both her original form and her swimsuit form. When I didn't want her, you know, I guess it's a blessing in disguise because she is she has the assets that we love to see. That certain characters in this game lack, sadly, like Ibuki. They need certain assets to be wife. We love hag saying no, anti-hag. Anti-hag. Mika doesn't count as a hag. Also, probably should stop saying that name before she actually wakes. You know, was the reason I started Blue Archive back in 2021, and I stopped at getting her because I understood nothing to the game. I mean, that would make sense. Like, I think, like, I don't remember why, but I heard that Hina was like a very loved character in Blue Archive, in like, especially like the Japanese side, and then that made me want to come to the game. Oop. I forgot why now. I think it's probably fan art, because I saw her everywhere, and obviously then I see more characters, very cute, very funny, and then I was suggested it a few times, so I was like, I will give this non-hack game a try, and then I fell in love with Mika, and then the rest was history, you know. Now Toyama, like, any character she voices is going to be one that hits my heart, because Yui, my wife. The sound effects twice, I have no idea why they do it, to be honest. When I tried it was fine. I'm gonna have to look into it. What is the feat redeem? Ah, yes. Well, if you want to know what it is, then, you know, save up 50k points, right? And then you will see feat. Well, I'll explain what feat is. That sounds very philosophical. That is true. Very philosophical. What is feat? What is the... You know, I'm just thinking about like my top clip being that feet clip, and I'm like, do I want to be known for feet? Do I want to be the feet tuber that everybody wants me to be? Hopefully it is what it says. But the feet, you mean feet? As in feet? When I started working back then, the only experience I had in the gacha was Genshin and some Azure Lane. But because of Genshin, I was so lost I didn't understand item, ECT, because I was expecting artifacts. I mean, that makes sense, Like, I didn't have much gacha experience before Genshin either. But I did dabble in, like, I dabbled in the Honkai, Impact the Third, and Arknight. But I didn't dabble a lot because I had like a very bad tablet at the time. So I only got a little ways in. I did enjoy it, but like not to the extent of I was like considering myself like a gacha slave. Now I've probably dabbled in pretty much every gacha game under the sun. So, yeah. Thank you so much for following Adu Supremacy. Thank you. And welcome to the Cat Cup where we meow and we meow and we meow meow meow. And also your name is really cute. Adu is really cute. Very cute. Hello. Welcome. I hope you're having a great meowy time here so far. Why is feet? How about how is feet? That clip is Kino. I'm really proud of it. You know, maybe one day you'll get another Girls Frontline 2 stream where I just sit there and admire. Saving 10k points to make Iromi stream a feet PowerPoint. What would you want in a feet PowerPoint? Are we talking like a tier list of feet, or are you just talking about my feet? I would hope it's the former than the latter. Iromi is known for feet now. She is the feet. I don't think it is feasible. I tried my best to make a feet joke and I don't think it landed. Maybe I should say it's not grippable, grappable. It's not hook, line and sinkable. Claw, no! Please not on my eyes. You know, you can aim for my legs and scratch my legs. Just not my eyes. You know, my eyes have actually been damaged by a dog. I never knew dogs kind of scratch your eyes, but I learned the hard way. You know, with Mika. I mean, she's still a puppy. She's still only 5 months, but you know, she when she was a wee lass of like 2 months ago, so like 3 months. Yeah, always went for the eyes. She's evil. What did she say? Which part? The part where I said don't aim for the eyes? I'm saving for 50k to turn you into a Vtuber. You know, I feel like I'm gonna regret having that redeem. But then again, it's gonna take a very long time to save for it, you know. So I've at least got like give it a good 10 years to prepare. But then there'll be hag feed. I'm for the people, and the people don't want a democracy. They want to. What is the word for the stupid leaders? They want a ruler. Yeah, I just said that. It's easier. They want a ruler, a utilitarian leader government thing. Figurehead. We respect you for your sacrifice. Exactly. No, you can't redeem any of the cool redeems like the hag bomb. And maybe you should just spend it on hag bombs, you know? Like, imagine just bombing the screen constantly. Wouldn't you like that? I know I would like that. But like, the sausage. I mean the sauce, not the sausage. The sauce. The lick. Don't you want the screen to be licked? I serve the Iromi feet dump. There's an Iromi feet dump? Maybe you're talking about the only cat. That is definitely in existence out there. Only for the true dedicated to have fun. We're gonna actually press on the story now that the official Zatsu hour has done. We can now start Never Letting Go Part 1, which I think we're on. That'll be that a Part 2, so I might be skipping here, but one of them. I don't know which one it is. Okay, I think we've seen this. But you know what? I'm gonna find out. This seems familiar, you know? The first 2 seconds is kind of like giving me... I was gonna say PTSD, but that sounds offensive to the game. Giving me, like, nostalgia. Okay. I'm such like small brains. I saw a YouTube video and I immediately just like hovered over it to like see what was next. And I forgot, oh wait, I'm streaming. I can't just look at YouTube videos. Not yet anyway. Oh no. I don't like feet. Wait, you don't like feet but you serve the feet though. Where's the logic? Don't tell her about Iromi feet Discord. That isn't a thing. There's no way you would have created a feet Discord. That's like preposterous. I'll mute so that I can unzip. Okay, when was the last time? Okay, this story. Okay. Okay, then I took a break. Okay, then Mr. Foot Guy starts talking. I am on this part. Okay, I mean it looked familiar, but I guess I'm like not too much cat. Apparently that's not true. I need to like mosey on down into the corner. I am a double H. Ah, so you're reporting to me what the sussy people are getting up to in the feet Discord. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Please send me your 10-page long essay on what they're doing by next 2 hours. You will learn to on your... Don't fall for it, simple. Don't fall for it. Don't fall into the feet, you know? The feet are your enemy. They're evil, trust. Trust, I learned the hard way. Feet are evil. They're the enemy. Cats are what you should really be with. Oh God, reports. Reports are what you need to do as a faithful follower of the cat. I expect it by the next 2 hours. If I don't see it, you'll also end up in the dungeon with Ibuki. But you won't be able to see her because that might be a blessing. Otherwise. Can't imagine the amount of licking that goes on in the feet Discord. Licking where? Wait, do I want to know what? You know, I hope you all enjoy your licking. You know, licking can be a sport, you know. Maybe we should turn it into another. Unless you already have. And I'm just missing out on the fun. But anyway, ow, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait, is it muted? I'm fine. It should be straight ahead according to the coordinates Sensei provided. Hang in there, everyone. It's so muted? Did I mute the game? Or is it just like silent? The game is just silent right now. Very odd choice, but okay. Yep, there's not a scratch on me. Please start having music. I can't take this. Yep, it's muted. Is it? Wait. I need to... Get my computer. It was a very good video to play. You know, I should not play a random video before I get copyrighted. Let me just like go in here. No, not my. Okay, it's not my computer. I heard my own voice, which is a curse in itself. The game must be. Wait, you know what? Can I exit? Let me just skip. Okay. If I skip this, is there music? There we go. Okay. Okay, is it not muted? Okay. Did I fall for a very obvious joke? Or, I'm gonna say that I'm what, and I knew that there's definitely no. It's just strange that there's no audio. I hope you will unlock Himari or Rio Live 2D so you can understand the true power of fate. Himari is the white-haired girl, right? And Rio is like the like very mad looking like tsundere girl, right? It looks like she'd beat me in a boxing fight. It was muted for real. I'm not gonna fall for that twice. I may be stupid, but I ain't that stupid. I mean, we heard some before. Maybe volume was... I mean, when it got to the fight, the volume was high. And I'm pretty sure the voice audio stuff is still pretty high. So, I think it's just silent right now, to be honest. Wait. Yeah, okay. Yep, there's not a scratch. That part. Okay, here we go. Boom. Ah, the enemy is straight ahead! Approximately 2 kilometers away and closing. Get ready, everyone! Ba 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 ba. Boom! It sounded like... Okay, you know what? Maybe you're right. Fire support. That's L118. Trinity's famous. How's it doing it? What's it doing it? What's with all the big words? Here we go. Okay, here we go. Now, for some reason, the volume's back. Let's freaking meow. Rio is very autistic and Himari is beautiful and white as snow. Yeah, Himari looks really cute. Though she looks a bit tall for my liking, but she's still very cute. Rio is just... He looks like a wild animal. I'm sorry. If it's a girl I'm thinking about. I'm here! Oh, you're Hifumi! No, I'm not Hifumi, I'm Faust! Well, good to see you, Faust. It's been a while and I think your nickname is really cute. Oh, did I? The tea party gave me the nod to send some anonymous fire support. Completely off the record with Trinity, by the way. Even the artillery unit was briefed on this. I can't promise I'll be much help, though. Not at all. We appreciate it. Absolutely. Thanks for the support, Faust. You're welcome. Anyway, good luck, everyone. Thank you, Faust. We will bomb them from the skies with millions of cats. The mastermind behind the robbery, Faust, the leader of the Bikini Gang. I forgot the official name, but I know it's like Swimsuit Gang, Swimsuit Bikini Gang. Or like the idol swimsuit bikinis. Need motivation to do escort drill. When I do joint firing drill, I feel scammed. Same, to be honest. Like, I tried it a few times, and then I was like... And then I just never did it again. And then I was chatting myself up, like, I will do it again when I'm like level 9,099. Hey, what do you mean KFC? Did you get another advertisement from KFC? This GFD is easy, just have the right unit. And I have none of the right units. Oh wow. I just got a lottery ad. They understand it well by targeting the gacha gamers. I would be a goner if I saw it though. Luckily for me, I barely go online. Time to put the bag on your head and roll me like Faust. It's a new meta streaming. You want to be like the great leader, right? That's true. Maybe I should invest in this bag. You know how much did Faust pay for her bag? I bet she paid a gazillion. I need to start getting rich quick. Time to rob a bank like all the great leaders have. Need to take a page out of my amazing beloved wifey. I mean Faust. Okay? Having a lush is not enough. Having a figurine is not enough. Having a mat is not enough. I need now the one and only bag that fast wore on her head in that very moment that she robbed the bank, and that she was gonna nuke Kaiser PMC. And finally, I will also nuke the internet when I put the bag on my head and become housed. I have already done my drill. Nice. I hope you accomplished it with the great and powerful Faust. And if she wasn't on your team, you should redo it and put her on your team. That would help do JFD. Me do it? I don't think it would go good. Yeah, hello gamers! Yeah, hello Azala! Welcome to the stream! I hope you had a very merry day so far. And if you have, make sure to go to your cat shrine and bend down on your knees and bless it about 1,000 times. And then you're ready for the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cum. We are playing the story, I promise. Follow-up attack after receiving support. Textbook procedure. Yes, the enemy is in a state of confusion. Let's press our advantage. Now this is where we sit back and we let the game handle itself. Because story mode is easy and I don't even need to lift a finger. My finger's busy doing other very important things. And by that I mean it's doing hand gestures, yeah. I'm doing hand gestures you all can't see, right? But just know they're there. And whenever my model moves weirdly, because there's a hand gesture in front of the camera that I'm doing for reasons I probably shouldn't be doing, my brain is just like, animate myself. Even though my animated self Vtuber model doesn't do it. There was no Fast, no Mika, no Hina, no Iromi. You're so evil. Maybe I should put you in the cat cage to be mauled by Hina. Oh, sorry, Ibuki. Ibuki. It was Ibuki in the cage, wasn't it? Yeah. Ibuki will maul you alive. No Queen of England. You don't have one of the Trinity Party on your team, then you're basically going anti-British. And we all know this is a very, very British stream. So maybe you should reconsider this action. I guess you Roma joined the gang. Of course I joined the gang. I joined the cat gang. You know? Now we're all a part of together. Or were you all tricking me this entire time? Word money, Romi's confirmed. I'll do some ninjutsu. I've now spawned a cat in your local vicinity. I think you should take the stream with you as like a radio detector. Find the local cat in your area. Because I've made sure to jutsify it so that you can't. Because there's a cat right next to you. Meow, 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 meow. And she's on your screen. Meow, meow, meow. You're right at the target coordinates. Ashino is being housed somewhere around here. Look around carefully. We'll find her, I'm sure of it. What is this place? I think it's a dungeon. A desert. Is it a school? It's in ruins, but it must be. School in the middle of a desert. This has to be. Correct! You're standing before what was once the main building of Abidas High School. Not the... Please go away. Not the comedic villain. You. You finally arrived. Abida's foreclosure task force. Can we nuke him already, please? Enemy reinforcements. They've mobilized all of their forces from the looks of it. Kaiser PMC intends to start an all-out war here. That's okay. I'll nuke him first. Here stands the ruins of Abidos, abandoned as desertification took hold. This was once the very heat of Abidos. You probably don't even know what stood here before. But buried beneath the sand are the remnants of what was once the largest and most powerful academy in all of Kivatos. And it just so happens to be where Gematria requested we set up a lab. I have no clue who Gematria is, but they don't sound hot. A lab? Where is Hashino? Plot twist. The Queen of England is a robot we're escorting. That would make sense why all the weird decisions here lately have led us all into despair. Though you might be onto something. Calling the C word? I'm sorry, the C word is reserved for the actual C word people. I will never use such a grand word against this Kaiser. PMC. Director. Not worthy enough. Make sure to join the camp at Disco right meow for mandatory meowing. Meow 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 meow. Thank you, Nightbot, for doing your duties. The Vice President is in the building behind us. In fact, the experiment may have already begun. Da da da! Is Hoshino gonna become like a waifu robot girl? If you intend to take her back, you'll have to go through us. Be careful, everyone. They won't go down without a fight. And fight to the death we shall. Nuke him! Well, I'll take care of the... Bang! You know, someone is following in my mantra. This was a dignified meow. Thank you, Peg. Though I aim to make all of my meows very dignified. Congratulations for resigning your humanity! Now you become a cat. Meow 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 meow. Thank you for resigning your humanity. Now you have become a cat, and all your mortal possessions have become mine. Thank you once again. Another explosion? What's going on this time? Well, we're getting problem solver 86 on this, or 56, or 58, or something like that. Ta-da! We're here! Excuse us! Is that problem solver? We finally caught up to them, Adu. Looks like we might be interrupting something important. Anyone want us to fill us in? I only wanted to lend a hand from the shadows. So lame. What are you guys doing here? Showing up now at a time like this? No way! Hello, hello. Hello, White, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I hope you've been having a very, very meowy evening so far, and that you're making a lot of meowy progress on your project. Now I get it. They can't hide how they feel. Hey, what's with all that smirks? We really have to do this, boss. They're making my skin crawl. Hey, helps that you're quick on the uptake for closure task force. Isn't it obvious why we're here? Go! We can take care of the things here. You need to save your friends. I feel that. Kayoko. Me and my big mouth. Oh, Aru, keep that up and I'm going to fall head over heels for you. Give me your orders, Aru. My life is yours. Tisk. You don't even want my thanks, do you? So when this is all over, let's just get some ramen together or something. So sweet of it. A lot of meowy progress, yes. Wow, I can rewind the stream. Is this the power of a founder? Maybe that's just a new update. I don't think even as a founder I've been able to do that. There must be a new update that Twitch has put out. Maybe they knew that today was my affiliate day, and so they decided to push it out because they wanted to do nice things for the cat quick. Meow, and we meow, and we Sarah meow. Yeah, we'll sure be able to treat you. Yeah, thanks. Bam, bam, bam. I guess we've come too far to back out now. This is getting fun, Adu. After a badass line like that, you better not go down too easy. Let's dance this Rex. I feel like she's gone psycho. Unless she may be small, but she kind of feisty, right? So she isn't a wife. She's just in the background. Can't believe there's gameplay in an Iromi BA stream. Well, to be fair, it only started like an hour and 10 minutes in. Not much, not much. I've confirmed Hoshina's location. Over there, she's in that bunker. And my aim is to at least finish chapter 1. Hello, fellow member of the Founders Council. I hope you're not plotting to overthrow me. If you overthrow me, I think I'm gonna have to get retribution in the form of cat memes. I hydrate myself. Over there! Let's move! Can we like do some autoing? Can we like do some auto fights? Thank you! Ah, for the hydrate, thank you so much! I just hydrated! Thank you, Kaz. I really appreciate it. Nice, nice. I love water. Thank you. Wow, so much for the hydrate! Thank you! I love hydrating. Ah, thank you. Why would I overthrow you after giving you money? This is so right. Nah, I don't know what you mean. That sounds very PG friendly. Feet? You wanna see feet, Waito? You wanna see feet? 50k for a feet reveal is very low, not gonna lie. Then maybe I wanna show my feet. No? Did you ever think about that? Also, I just wanna say, preface this, that is a joke, Twitch. I do not plan to show my feet so easily. Please don't censor me. Spaggy was to see feet? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, no. You mean yes. Don't worry. I can read your mind and your hidden desires, you know. I see all. As a psychology student and basic therapist now, I can... Or psychologist. Therapist. Psychologist, I can read your mind. I don't want to yuck your yum, you know. Well, yuck my yum. That... You know, that sounds a bit sussy, I'm not gonna lie. What is the yolk and what is the yum? What is my yum yum? Becky is a feet lover here, buddy. I don't know about that. Buddy, it seems like you're also quite sus. I think you're kind of feet enjoy. 101, 69, 420. Where's the licking gif? You see... Twitch has this thing, right, where they like to censor things, and so they have censored it, and so it can't be in the moat at the minute. But I'm trying to work past the censors, and if you want to see it massive, then you need to pay the very big total or whatever it is that says, it says sus or lick or something like that. Yes, you need to pay me points to. I think you're projecting into me. I would never. I don't project. I just enforce law and order. I really think this is gonna take 10 years. I do think it's gonna... No, to be fair, with some stuff I have planned, maybe not. For like 10 years, I tell you. Iromi was always a feature. Autocorrect just changed it to feeling, and now she rolls with it. Exactly. I'm just rolling with whatever autocorrect told me, you know. I went onto my phone, I went onto Discord, and I just pressed my auto. I pressed my auto fill in, and whatever it told me, like my entire bio and lore is all auto form, you know. I just like let the words flow from my most used words, and that's how we're here today. Showing the feet there. Wait, what do you mean by that? Are you asking me to show my feet now? Isn't that very forward? Wow, wow! I'm already 1.5% of the way there. How many points do you have? Oh yeah, no, 50,000 is just a bit of dedication. But to be fair, the rate of Iromi streams, she might be right. Don't worry. I've things planned. Don't worry. Don't worry. The streaming percentage is actually gonna go up. I've big plans. Don't worry. Don't worry. You enforce your feet. I do indeed. And if you want to see them not be enforced, you have to pay me. Romy! Yes? What is it? Yes, what your yum is, and I said it's showing feet. Oh! Okay, that makes sense, No, I was thinking yum meant something else, because like... I don't know, like our feet yum? And I don't think feet would taste very nice. Like I've got no reference. I've never tasted feet, just so we're clear. They wouldn't taste nice, would they? You know, feet are usually, you know, they're known to be very stinky. Why would they taste nice? Maybe yum is not the best for taste. Then again, if it was my wife's feet, you need the dedication. So funny how your model lives. I do it out of embarrassment. I just hide. It's a very chosen choice. Looking forward to seeing Iromi meeting Mika on Volume 3 in 2028. Thank you, me too. I'm so excited to meet her because she's like my inspiration. I love her so much. Figure of speech. Yok your yum, you know. You know, that sounds very American of me. I've never heard that expression in my life. Don't go American on me now. Don't join the dark side. In 2028, maybe then soon we'll have 50k, but no, please. If you have 50k of points in 2028, I'll strip them from you. I'll strip you bare, and then you won't have any. It's a cat, director. Someone's persistent. Seriously, how many more times are you gonna get in the way? Please step aside, or else. You've been a real thorn in my side, Foreclosure Task Force. No matter what I did to erase what remains of that school, yet you refuse to leave, clinging to that sinking wreck, desperately chipping away at that debt. I've tormented you in every conceivable way, yet you still spend your days laughing and smiling without a care in the world. Tisk, because of you, my plans. You were seriously trying to bully a bunch of girls into giving up on their school? How close level are you getting? I can't speak. You tricked Hoshino, you tricked all of us, but we won't fall for it twice. That's right. We're not losing to some miserable excuse of an adult. Not now and not ever. Exactly, you know. When I was a child, I just beat them all up. No. Not again. Yeah. Enforcing feet, stripping us. This is sounding more and more of a good time. Oh fuck! No! Not my project. What are you doing, Mika? Wait. What did you do? He's chewing my chair. Wait, where am I? Okay, what can I do to make it not a good time? You tell me, I'll do it. And no way am I sharing that. Wait. Wait, sharing what? Sharing what? The feet? The stripping? The... What? Iromi Koma. That is me indeed. Iromi reporting in for duty. Hello, of course. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I hope you've been having a very meowy morning so far. Iromi met Mika at last. We did it! Yeah, exactly. She's my dog. I went bibbidi bobbidi boo, and then she turned into my dog. So technically, I've met Mika because she's now IRL with me. Don't threaten me with a good time. I will threaten you with a very good time. where you won't be able to do anything else because you were having such a good time. Mika, go attack now, please. Mika would never listen to you. She only listens to me because she's such a good girl. Hello, hello, Oxford Porridge. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I hope you've been having a merry day so far. And very unique name. Very unique name. But I like it. But I don't like porridge. I guess I've never really had porridge. Again, after I was like very little and didn't like it. But like, who likes anything when they're little, to be honest? I've never had porridge since then. Like, isn't porridge like rice? Like mushy rice? Or am I wrong? Or is it like grain stuff? You know, I'm asking very many questions. I'm sorry. Oh my. Actually, Mika will listen to me because I chose dog over cat. Well, I own 2 dogs and I've owned dogs all my life. So dogs will always listen to me. I'm like a dog commander because I'm a cat. And that's why I chose cat in the end, because I wanted to try something out of my comfort zone. And so, yeah. And so because I command the cats, I can now command the dogs because now they all bow down to me and they listen to me and they love me. Take that. Take double, triple, quadruple that. Hi, Ivania. Hi, Desnya. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I hope you've had a very merry day. Meow. I'm trying to be very energetic because I didn't get much sleep. So I'm like, I need to project the energy. And then tell everyone else to get 30 hours in my stead. Congrats on the affiliate. Thank you, Desnya. Thank you. I've had it in wait for like a year now. But I've just finally got around to like applying to like all the stuff that I need to, which took a few months. Thank you so much for subscribing, Desnya. That repeated twice, I think. Well, thank you. Enjoy the founder. Enjoy being a founder of the cat club, which now kind of solidifies that you have to be a cat and you're not a fox anymore. I hope you enjoyed that I've stripped that away from you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. In celebration, I will I don't know what I will do. I will sit and I'll think, and I will hopefully not get pulled over by Mika right now, because she's pulling my chair, because I have her ball toy on my chair and she pulls that. I do it so that she has something to like pull and get distracted with, but like she can also pull me over. So, like, it's not the best move, but like, yeah. I've had a dog, I've been around dogs, and dogs and cats don't get along, so you could never control the dog and the cat. Take quintuple 10 times that. Well, you see what, alright? I'm gonna hit you with a double, bam, pow, wow. You see, dogs and cats can actually get along, because Mika really loves cats, actually. She really likes to sleep with them. Blake's kind of scared of them, but he gets along with cats. Because whenever I go away, they go to like one of my relatives' friend who has 3 dogs and like 3 cats, and Mika loves the cats there, and they get along very, very well. So technically, because you believe they don't get along, then you believe in the propaganda that that obviously anti-cats have given. The dogs and cats don't get along. So technically, you haven't been around dogs enough and cats enough to know that. So technically, quadruple, quadrillion, medillion, hit pow wow. Hate that. Wow. Give all the money to evolve me, exactly. Okay? Give me all the money. And if you don't have money, then go and sell off your house. And if you sell off your house, I will meow for you. Romi's being paid to do something. Job confirmed. Ayo. You know, I wish it could be a job, but yeah. I don't think I will get by on like like with my catnip addiction, you know, affording the catnip is so expensive. Half of the time I'm homeless. A double pow wow. Yes, you know, I know it sounds a bit like Bow Wow, but trust me guys, it's not even worth coming out. How do I sub to Mika instead of Iromi? You see, by subbing to me, you're subbing to Mika, you know, because then you give me money so I can give it back to her, you know. I like Christmas presents for Mika, because I obviously spend a pretty penny on her because she is my baby. And plus, I do have a plan to make that doggo gacha where you can pay a point and then you can get a random picture from like a whole lot of pictures. I have been around plenty of dogs enough and they don't blend well. They're just forcing Mika to be in that environment, so you know you end up having to settle your differences. So haha. Nah. If you bring your dog up right, they can like anything. Especially if you do it at a young age. And plus, I've trained all of my doggos. I'm very well versed in how to train doggos. I've done those not party tricks, but you know those show tricks. I've learned how to do stuff like that. So I'm like a certified dog trainer. I think even when I was in high school, I like one of the professions I wanted was a dog trainer. The reason I didn't go with it because it's just so like not a solid income, you know. You really have to be your own businesswoman. I didn't have confidence in myself, so I didn't go through with it. But because of that, I really hammered home into my dogs back then. For training anyway. Very, very fun fact. Hey! I've seen videos of cats and pigs that think they're dogs because they go up around them. That sounds so cute, honestly. But yeah, I really think, like, you know, like, later on down the line, because Mika's so nice with cats, I'll be able to get a cat, you know, be able to own a cat with her. Because she does like cats, which is a good thing, you know, that she's around cats at an early age. Because that, like I said, I can get a cat at some point, you know, and she would like the cat. I'll force her to like. That's a joke, but you know, I would hope she would, because like a cat, you know, so that I can then officially be like, I'm a cat person and not a fake one, or I'm not a fake cat girl, I should say. Is that the minute I'm kind of like a fake cat girl, right? I've seen videos like I read that. My brain, it's not brain. I think Ayana's little feet are starting to. Ayana's. Thank you so much for cheering, Pancake. Thank you for the 25 bits. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. And because you cheered 25 bits, I'll meow 25 times. Are you ready? Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Thank you. I appreciate it. More money, turn everyone into a greedy cat. I will never be greedy. I'll always be very thankful. Because, you know, you're my little people and I'm like, wait, people would want to give me monies or like subscribe to me? Wow. No. Hag bomb! Oh no. Oh no. Is this you trying to say Ayana is a hag? Or are you trying to say I'm a hag for meowing 25 times? Or you want to see I saw nothing of the sort on my screen. I've been sent to the friend. I have my music going now. You want to support the stream? Feel free to check it out. Meow meow. That's a very evil laugh, right? Are you okay? We only get affiliate since Nekopara Online is coming soon. Exactly, you know. I needed a reason for people to subscribe. So that I can then play Nekopara and then I can dump all of that money into Nekopara. What? Hags, let's go! No! You know, I think we should all ban hags, you know? They kind of aren't worth it in this world. You know, hags are kind of like... Yeah, we should just all ban hags, you know? We need some cute and funny on this screen. No way! Hag bottom left. There's a hag in the bottom left? Where? I don't see one. The screen's kind of entirely blank, no? Looks like an actually beautiful woman showed up on the screen for a second. Another kid. I have you know, Wyatt, canonically, she's only 5 years old. Must have been the weird that never happens. You know, canonically, I'm also like 5 years old, you know? There could never be an actual, like, above 18 on screen, ever. I'm 100% not above 18. You hot hags on the screen? Where? I don't see any. Nah. I think I see anything. Man. Right, you made that joke yourself. Romi's 5, Zam, yeah. I like aged 3 years in the past 3 months. 5 cat years is 36 human years, apparently crazy self-report. Fuck. Sorry, did I say 5 years old? I meant 5 months old. Sorry, slip of the tongue, you know? Having this very slippy tongue, you know, it kind of does that sometimes. Subscribe to my YouTube for more meows and content, yum yum. Ruby's 36. Yeah, the age is catching up to me, I tell you. You know, one day, I was like the mere age of 18. I then blinked. I was 23. I blinked again. I was 92. I blinked again. I was reborn as a 2-year-old cat girl. You can't go back now. I didn't go back. I just corrected myself, you know. 8 years old. That means you can't stream on Twitch. That's okay. You see, I didn't create this account. My parent created this account. So it's a very legal account. And I'm just streaming and she's watching me in the background, you know. She's on the floor chewing my chair right now. My mama. I don't wanna die of cringe. Say goodbye to affiliate. I'm sorry, Twitch can't take it now. I've already enforced my law and order. Age is catching up to me. The 36-year-old generally says that they're delusional. Well, 36 is so old. Like I said this when I was like 16, and then someone was like 20. I was like, damn, you're so old. And I said that to them. Thinking back, it's so rude that I said that. And I'm probably old enough to know better, to like the age of like 15, 16. And that was like, I had to enforce my power, you know. And I really did think that 20 was old. And now I'm like older than 20, and now I'm like, I'm old. I'm a hackster. Somebody save me. Yes, it's technically child exploitation. Wait, I'm being exploited by my 5-month-old puppy? Holy. I guess I'll file my report against her. Okay, they'll just take you away, woman. No, please. I want to stay here. What are you chewing? Don't eat my shoe. You're on me. Wait, did I say something wrong? I will retract everything I said. I think a 20-year-old is old. Kinda true though, kinda based, I know. I'm sorry, I'm not Hagstat. Well, I wasn't Hagstat. Now I am. But like, 20 is when you get Hagstat. Classic, what's that you have? Wait, did I say that? Oh no. She was. I think she had my lace in her. She's sleeping so weirdly. She just jumped onto my bed, and now she's in like such a weird position. I wish I could describe it, but I don't. Let's just say she doesn't look comfortable, but I think she is comfortable. She's a very weird fellow, I tell you. But for that, I'm gonna hydrate myself. You know, laughing takes the air out of me. At least you can enjoy my bed while I enjoy Blue Archive. Cute and funny. I'm sorry, Ayame. I will help you on your feet now. You'll feel better when I talk. Sensei, please, lead us into the final battle. I was one screen away. I'm sorry you had to go through the Ayane. Very, very sorry. Sorry for your loss. Technically, we're about to gain, so... I'm also glad the alerts are working. I was a bit worried they wouldn't. I guess they're a bit like finicky because the echo. Everything's got an echo and I'm not too sure why. Something I'll have to fix. I always love going through the Twitch settings because they're not confusing at all. Not one bit. Is that a cat exploding or a cat on zoomies? Eh? 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 The game just nuked itself. Fuck it, do you have some magic power? Do you nuke my blue archive? I feel that you have magic. I'm sorry, White, it's coming back. It just means I have to go with that cat. Thanks for the streamer, Romy. Yeah, nice being here, I know. We are the champions, my friend. No more blue archive? Sorry. I'm sorry to do this to you, pal, but... It's blue archive! The hag explosion shock, we finally got that. It was just a delayed explosion? You timed all of this? Holy, you must have some hella psychic powers. Maybe my stream is just lagging. Maybe I need to tell Twitch to stop lagging. Yes, please continue. I did not even know that was an option, but thank you for it being an option. I don't have to press a button 10 times to get to the... I was about to say experiments. Experiment doesn't make sense. The fights, the auto mode, the gaming. Why is it back? Look, everything. Yeah. Throws a table. This sucks. It's okay, Water. I'm about to go back into Zatsu mode soon. Just redeem. Choose a game for stream. Blue archive, please. You know, you can't redeem a game. Or maybe I can redeem a game and I can make the game blue archive again, you know? I've just realized I can, like, overcome this feat. You know, someone can say, go and play the league. I can then redeem it myself. Go and play blue archive. And then I technically would have won. How do you have 10k already? Because Cats gets a bonus because he's a mod. And they get more points. The mods are cheating confirmed. I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure mods have the power to deny a redeem. So, like, they really are cheating. Perpetual blue archive streams. Exactly. They will never escape them. They'll always be with us. Redeems a new gacha. You know, to be fair, I would not be mad about that, you know? I'd be happy to play a new gacha. But to be fair... It'd have to be a gacha I could play on stream. But I know there's some out there that are not Twitch friendly, to put it lightly. Just redeemed. Choose a game for a stream. 12 hours of League of Legends. You know. How did you know I did that, Penguin? How did you know that was next on my list? How did you know I was going to do that for the Chris Meow's calendar? Yeah. Can't believe you've done that. No, White, I think this means you have to hack into my Twitch and give yourself mod. Maybe then you can also cheat the system. By hacking it yourself. You know what, Hoshino? There's something I want to say. The first time I saw you, I kept pinching my cheeks, thinking I must be dreaming. Having someone as cute, strong, and reliable as you by my side, it made me so happy. So cute and funny! The sensei said it himself, right? Sensei, right? I'm not smart enough to explain it properly, but just being able to stand here and talk to you like this, it feels like a miracle to me. See each other every other day. I saw you yesterday, I saw you today, and I'll see you tomorrow too. What's the big deal? Oh, well, I know that, but miracles are supposed to be rare and extraordinary things. No, Hoshino, I think differently. I might be a fool, but I know this much for sure. One day, Hoshino, you're going to have cute underclassmen of your own. And when you do... Okay, so it's her upperclassman, it's a senpai. Maybe I have to do that, yeah. I'm gladly waiting for you to hack into my account. Go ahead. Hello from YouTube. Welcome to YouTube, where we meow and we meow and we meow meow meow. I hope you enjoy your YouTube stay. Well, it's very fitting on YouTube because then you can see the amazing thumbnail that is of Yuka, right? I don't know why I mixed that up so bad. I fudged it, guys. I fudged it. It should be on the other side. Oh, it's me. Not giving away. Try one more time. Ayane, how did you... I got on a helicopter on loan from Scale. Anyway, where's Hoshino? Here, help us get the door open. Murder-san! Oh. Is Hoshino being crucified? She was, you know, to sacrifice, like, because of desertification or something like that. But now we're saving her because she's a cute and funny underclassman. What's going on? My body, I can move again. It's a dream? I thought I could hear everyone's voices. I must be dreaming. It sounded like... this way, maybe? Even if it's just a dream. Just one last time, let me hear them. When it was to press space. Lunk. I love the sound effects, you know. I hope my sound effects really make, like, immerse you in the scene. Hashi, no. Hashi, no. Ducky mo, my. He's your very best friend. That's what it reminds me of. If you know, you know. So the H in Jesus, H Christ stands for Hoshin. How did you know? How did you Hoshi know? I don't think that's true, Penguin, but it is. If you look into anything, it could be a Blue Archive reference. Blue Archive descended from Christ. Well, nothing can disprove that argument, so it must be true. Exactly. I don't know. Why though, if you're gonna tell me those hillbillies who wrote the Bible or anything to lay eyes on for proof that H doesn't stand for that, then I think you're wrong. Jesus has a middle name. Yes, he does. How did you know this, Cat Enjoyer? Didn't you read the Bible? I did, the entire Bible. You know, I'm a proud Bible reader. And it took quite a long time to read the entire Bible. Do I recommend it? If you like. If you want to learn about Jesus and the Bible and God, then yes. I had an interesting time reading the Bible. It was okay. It was okay. Didn't it also get a Steam game? Maybe I should stream that one day. Maybe I need to bless you all with 1,000 fish as well. That everybody knows that the right religion is cat religion. Supposedly. I guess I'm a fan theory now. Supposedly, Jesus had a middle name, but nothing can testify to this except Blue Archive. In the archives of the Blue Archive, there seems to be reference to a Jesus hate Christ. Huh? Well, how? How come? I thought I was. You thought you were being crucified? Hush, my beloved. Come home. Oh, wow. Now I get it. This must be Sensei's doing. Yeah, of course. The other girls said this shit. I did it all, Hush, I nuked the desertification project. I nuked PMC Kaiser guy. I nuked the world for you. Please love me. Please date me. Welcome back, Hoshino. Sarika beats me to it. You said it was too embarrassing, and now look at you. It's all doing itself. Shut up! It doesn't matter what the order is. We're glad you're okay. Yes, welcome back. I love the music. Yep, welcome back. Welcome back, Hoshino. But why are you looking at me like that? Because we want to see your feet. Now I get it. You want me to say the line, don't you? Yes. Show your feet. No, don't keep us in suspense. I can refuse a favor from my adorable underclassman. I'm home. She said the word. She said she's home. She's home. She's home. That's so cute. I love you, Hoshino. You're my Hoshino, no? My Hoshitos. For the climax. Those tits. Those massive ass tits. Holy. I guess this is the end of Blue Archive, guys. It was nice knowing you. Yeah, the music is great. It is. I like that song. I thought it was really good. Wait, did they update this part? Did they? Did they update? Rory's bouncing it because I'm vibing to the music. It was so good. Guys, what music? Wait, was it not playing? Wait, there was no music? I'm sorry. Maybe it was a bit too low. Passive miss. Well, I said massive tits right now. Passive miss. Hang on, are you trying to confuse me here? Let's go! No more Blue Archive! You mean Buddy Archive? You know what happens after Blue Archive? More Blue Archive! We meet more girls! We go to another school and we exploit the students there instead! It's all a part of the cat plan. It's pretty quiet. I'm very sorry. I turned it down for the combat and then I forgot to turn it up. I won't make that mistake again, I promise. You know, I can replay it for you guys if you want to hear it. Now we're back to the bouncy. Good morning, Sensei! Today is a big day for the Abuse Foreclosure Task Force. With Sensei's official approval, we're finally recognized as an official club of Abido's Academy. This has been a long time coming and everyone's worked so hard. So I wanted to make sure that everything went so smoothly today. It also means the Foreclosure Task Force has officially taken over the role of the Student Council. I thought it would be fitting that Hoshino became the official president too, but she adamantly refused. So for now, the position remains vacant. I think you should really put Sarika involved, you know, she kind of runs a job, and none of the rest of you have a job, so like, yeah, but you know, push your game up. Now the momentum is ruined, please restart the whole volume. What do you mean? If you please elaborate, maybe I will do so. Welcome to Shibaseki Ramen! So it really is making a comeback as a food stall, huh? Business is booming, so Sarika was able to get her part-time job back as well. Master is working harder than ever. Looks like retirement is off the table for a long time. Thanks to your efforts, Hoshino's case was resolved. Libido still carries a debt of 900 million yen. Well, I guess nothing's really changed there. As for Kai's alone, their illegal dealings in the black market have been exposed, and now the General Student Council is investigating them. Maybe Hifumi pulled some strings with Trinity? I'm skeptical that the General Student Council will be able to do much to Kaiser, but they should at least make them think twice about pulling any shady business deals. I heard that the PMC director has a warrant out for his arrest for kidnapping a student after what happened. Could you imagine? That's so wild. Kaiser Corporation was quick to distance themselves, claiming they had nothing to do with it. They even fired everyone involved. I guess that's just how corporations work, and that's why you don't dress as a massive robot kimono guy. The kimono did not make you look cool, Kaiser. Luckily, they're reversing course on that arbitrary interest rate from before, so Bidos won't have to pay nearly as much as we thought. The director is still wanted, but capturing him will be difficult with how much the General Student Council has on their plate. Why are you saying the J word out loud? Oh, I'm so sorry, Penguin, you know. I didn't want to offend you, you know. I feel like I shouldn't have said that, you know. I know it's so harsh to hear. I'm so sorry. I take it back. You're gonna lose affiliate with that slur? I'm so sorry. I know. It's even worse than the D word. I won't say it again. I'll be careful. My mouth is sealed. Instead of the J word, I'll say Jobo. As for the Abidos district, most of it is still Kaiser Corporation property. That's because the transaction between Abidos and Kaiser itself was valid. Still, we don't know what they plan to do within that property. Oh, and I heard Problem Solver 68 opened up a new office somewhere. Rumor has it they went back to the Gahano district, though some say they've gone elsewhere. No one knows for sure. But with the prefect team keeping a close watch, I'm sure they've got plenty to worry about. Hello, fan. Hello, Shadow. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I hope you've been having a very meowy day, a very meowy night, and that you bless your cat in your cat shrine. Also, the man called Black Suit. I heard about him from you and Hoshino, but I wasn't able to dig up any info about him. All the blame fell on the Kaiser director, and as for Black Suit, you don't even know his name or identity. There's nothing more I can uncover, so I'll leave the rest to scale. Everyone ready? It's time for the Abidos Foreclosure Task Force meeting. Even after everything that happened, the debt remains our top priority. At least the monthly interest payments have gone down. I'm alive at least, if that counts. It does count. And that's because I made sure to make sure you had a cat blessing. And with a cat blessing, you're sure to live another million years. Great. Less time to spend working and more time to spend napping. Yep. And since we've all been working so hard, why don't we take this chance to go on a vacation? What do you mean? We might have a little breathing room, but this is not the time to be relaxing. Erika, as a treasurer, I'm telling you, we're still in crisis. In fact, when were we not in crisis? So we need to keep up with the latest trends. Look at this. Do you know what this is? Some kind of computer part? This is the GPU, and with it we can mine scam coins, a cutting-edge digital currency. You're gonna get rug pulled. You're a cat, you're supposed to be smart. I know curiosity killed the cat, but you shouldn't be that cat, Erika. Don't be the one. Let Ayane fall for it, you know. She's a dumb one here.
Digital currency is basically, hey, what's with those faces? Why are you looking at me like that?
I have a better idea. Here, take a look at this. The same old foreclosure task force. They say the more things change, the more they stay the same. But I think we're closer than ever. We'll be counting on you, Sensei. Things lost and others. Hold on. To be continued in chapter 3. Well, from what I know, yeah. Okay, we now move on to this, and we do chapter 1 and 2, I believe, and then we go on to Eden, chapter 1, 2, and 3. But I don't think I started this right. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. Holy shit, we do 3 chapters of the fucking party, the party. Holy. What's with the dots, Whitehall? Are you like, holy shit, there's so much blue archive that we have yet to go? Oh, don't worry, Whitehall. Let me enlighten you, right? There's this. We then have what we call mini stories, apparently. Don't worry. There's group stories, yeah. There's also, well, we're not gonna replay memories. There's also this entire backlog. No, when the game was still at me. There's also this entire backlog right here. Whenever I can press. Okay. We also have this entire backlog of events that we have to do as well. So like, okay, yeah, all these events as well, and more oncoming, and all the events that keep coming as well. There will be never no Blue Archive stream. You're guaranteed to get at least one a week because there'll always be a new event. Hey. So even down the line in 2030 when I've done all the content, there'll always be a new event. Make sure to join the Campus Discord, right? Meow for mandatory meowing, meow meow. The Gamers Girls chapter, yeah. We finally get to meet Midori and Momoi and Yoka and the little Adisu. Do you want me to kill myself? I don't want you to do anything, Waito. Only to have a very merry time. Blue Archive is eternal. It's always ongoing. Why is there a timeout redeem? Apparently it's a very popular redeem. Like, you could time out yourself, but I think the timeout redeem is just to let bigger streamers know when there's, or bigger, the mods and bigger streamers chats, when somebody has said something that should get timed out if they may have missed it. I think anyway. Kill yourself. Keep yourself safe, Waito. Exactly, Penguin. You know, make everything wholesome. Yeah, that's what I think it's for. Yeah, I think for me, it doesn't really have any purpose except to kind of meme. You know, meme that I can time you out if you want me to time you out. But yeah. What's it doesn't remind me of anything. I think she's so cute, but I've got women to save up for, so that woman isn't Chitose. I'm so sorry. I wish I had tickets. Oh, got tickets. Have you begun the Hikari doll? You promised? I did start the doll. I've made a head. I basically made a base for her. Because I had one base, back in the wee old year of 2024, I planned to make both a Saya and an Aoi doll. So I made 2 bases. One of the bases ended up getting used for Klee, because I made a Klee doll. The second base is being used as a present currently, and that's a whip in progress. So I needed to make a new base for Hikari, so I made a new base for Hikari. I'm also wanting to try and make kind of a Fumu size doll. Well, a miniature doll, more miniature Fumu sitting couch. I want to test the water with that at some point, and I was gonna do that with Nia Sensei. And then I want to try and make a very, very miniature doll, about the size of like an Android, kind of like keychain size as well, I guess. And I think I'll be able to do that this month. So yeah, just gonna take some playing around with to make it look like a decent quality. But I always have fun like messing around. Like I think like the most fun for me is like when I'm like making like the clothing for them. Like I had so much fun when I was making the doll made after myself. When I was like doing the clothes. Because it's just so much fun to see, like it's like playing dress up, you know? And it's so fun to play dress up. And like spending like 5 hours like making like a dress, and then I'm like, oh fuck, it doesn't look right. Then I frog it all, and then I make another dress for another 10 hours, and I'm like, oh, it also doesn't look right. And then I do another 10 hours and another 10 hours until it actually looks good. But yeah, I also like I know, well, I've seen that a lot of like crochet dolls and just like a lot of crochet projects in general, like they try and focus on like making most things out of crochet. But like I have like more the mindset of like, what can I make not out of crochet, you know? Like what could I add to this thing that I could be like very creative with and like do something else? And yeah, and I incorporated that a little bit with like the Iromi doll. Like the skirt, for example, that is like ribbons that I had lying around, which I think worked out pretty well. And then the bow is also like one of those ribbons with some crochet. And then for the cloak, it was like embroidery. So I would say I mixed quite a few things in there. And then yeah, I also want to try to embroider like eyes, but I need to get better at embroidery for that. Because embroidery isn't hard, it's just time consuming. I remember back in the day, I wrote some text on a sweater before, and it took me, I think like 10 to 15 hours. It took quite a while. Yeah. Ow! My foot! My phone keeps vibrating and I don't know why. Because my phone is always on. A low volume, it's always on vibrate. It always vibrates my leg like brim brim, because that's why I keep it. Timeout cats. Yeah, I wish I could, but he's a mod, so like I can't really time out a mod, can I? Unless he wants to be timed out. Then he could kind of time out himself, right? That would always be fun. But yeah, ow. I keep getting vibrated. Or is somebody vibrating it on purpose? I was about to say vibrating me on purpose, and then I realized that's probably not the smartest thing to say. Probably. Yeah, as you can see, I'm very prepared for like the next volume. Because look, Yuka. I love you, Mika, but Yuka. I can level her weapon. All in for the wife. Crazy sentence. Oh, me calling Yuka a wife? I'm sorry, Ping. I didn't mean to offend you again. Terino? Oh, you mean little soldier girl? Yes. Wife is at 74. Just for you, Penguin. Don't worry. You're welcome. That has wasted many of my resources, but nevertheless, you can enjoy it that way. It can also be book. I am wife maxing. You, honestly, I think my first introduction. Now that I think, like, this has unlocked like a very like repressed memory. My first introduction to Blue Archive was actually through like a Japanese streamer, now that I think about it. Because in my free time, I have a tendency just to listen to Japanese streamers. Oh, VTubers, obviously I would never dabble my feet in like flesh tubers. That would kind of be like, ooh, touch grass kind of moment. You know, I would never do that. Only in VTubers. And, you know, so I just have a tendency to watch a lot of Japanese, like random Japanese indie VTubers. And one time I watched an indie play Blue Archive. I didn't know it was Blue Archive at the time, but I thought the game was cute, and I thought she was like really cute. Like Yuka was very cute. And I remember like, I could play this game. She's very cute. And I was like, it's probably Japanese only, so... Because there's just so many, like, games, gotcha games as well, that are just Japanese only. So I was like, I don't know what game it is. You know, at the time, I couldn't be bothered to probably... The title was probably in katakana. Couldn't be bothered to read the title, so I was like, I skip. And then I learned that the game was English, and that she was in Blue Archive, and then it was all history. Where is her mustache? Yuka's mustache? Give me a sec. There you go. Her mustache is there. It's the tip of my ear. If I can... Yeah, see? You know, my model doesn't want to work with me. I wanted to make my ear her mustache, but you know, it didn't work out. I'm sorry. Her mustache, it was stolen by Cherry Loom. Thank you, Yuka, for making Iromi play BA. Exactly. Everybody bow down to the wife. If you don't love Yuka, then feel free to unsubscribe, unfollow, block, report. Because you're not welcome in the Cat King. The cat club. The cat place area thing. Yeah. Soon enough. One more level, I tell you. She's just never... Wait. I can go in the cafe. Maybe I feed her up, right? Maybe we feed her good today. I'm not claiming the cafe thing. I think the last time I played this game, I accepted the energy. Then I had to play Blue Archive at night to make sure none of it went to waste. I don't want to do that again. I don't want to play Blue Archive twice. All day. I'm not that much of a gotcha addict. No! No, I thought that wouldn't reset, you know. Well, we have one more chance, guys. One more chance. Is Yuka in the cafe? Yay or nay? She's probably not in the cafe. It wasn't meant to be, guys. And yes, it was intentional to have her at funny number. One day, Nagisa, you will be mine. A wife in the making, they say. Maybe it's never meant to be. I think all of the Tea Party members, they just want to, they want me to work for them. We got Ibiki. Yes, I suppose that is something. We love an Ibiki, but an Ibiki does not love us, right? She stomps me every time I see her. Where is it? I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to call her it. We love an Ibiki sometime. Maybe one day. Like, she reminds... I'm not gonna say that. She reminds me of something that I'm not gonna say. She reminds me very well. And then the Seiya, my wife. I can't wait to swimsuit her up. Like, you know, at first I thought I wasn't prepared to get like swimsuit Seiya and then pull for Mika swimsuit as well. And then, yeah, this kind of happened. I nearly got 60k. You know, I'm aiming for 100k. You know, I'm going to be that person who doesn't spend. And then watch like 5 waifus in a row drop that I want. And then we'll be in trouble. How do we know what you're thinking if you're not saying it? Because you have telepathy, right? Like, as a fellow cat cult member, we kind of sync up, you know, as like one shared unconscious memory, just like what Carl Jung believed in, you know. In just 3 weeks, it's Christmas swimsuits. Honestly, it's gonna be my favorite Christmas ever, you know. I get swimsuit Seiya, swimsuit Mika, and it also happens over the New Year's, you know. So it's like I now have a reason to celebrate New Year's, and you know I've got like a massive thing planned for Mika, obviously. And by Mika, I'm talking about real Mika and 2D waifu Mika, obviously. You know, gotta celebrate together, right? Because I don't, you know, I shouldn't admit this, but like, I obviously own one plushie of me. I then soon after was able to get the dumpling plushie of Mika. I then a month or two ago ordered 2 more, plus another one of Mika. So now I have like a total of 5 Mika plushies, and 3 of them are quite big. And one of them is also like the gym suit Mika. So, you know, like I could literally make like a literal summoning circle for Mika and have Mika as the audience and Mika in the middle. Which is obviously my plan for New Year, so I can finally summon the real Mika into my room. By like I feel like that's very confusing. Real Mika when I was saying my doggo was real Mika. I'm very sorry for confusing everything. I'm talking about 2D Mika becoming real Mika. I'm also really chancing fate by continuing to say her name. She's snoring. Is that audible? I don't think it's audible. Okay, I think we're in the clear. Her snoring is kept on. But yeah, be right back for is very split seconds. I need to get more water because I'm officially out. I don't think that makes a sound. Yeah, it's empty. Trust me, it's empty. I need more water. I'm also thirsty because, you know, not enough hydrates have been redeemed. I'm dying of dehydration. Need to work harder, Meowie gang. We'll be right back, Zag. Be right back. Be right back. Wait, I was muted. I didn't realize I was muted. But yeah, I'm back. But all right, no, I got water. But I think I will end stream now because muted. Yeah, I muted my mic. Hope the water was good. It was, and it was nice and cold. But yeah, I think water. You know, I hope that makes up for my muting myself accidentally. Water. Does Adu's level looking? Oh, sorry. You want me? Let me guess. You want me to get this? Where is it? I'm not doing the 6-7 meme, okay? Not over my dead body. No, 6-7. What does it even mean? Like, my sister, my niece always say it like 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, and like all of that like Italian brain right now, like ballerina cappuccino, and like tungsten now or something, tungsten something. Tungsten or tung now, like laughing at nothing. It is, and it's Italian brain rot. It's also like nothing. I even learned recently there's a song. There's like the shark one as well, like Wooly. I think it's Drooly. There's one called Dooley. Dumb meme, but an even dumber kid combined it with the hand motion, then it blew up. Wait, there's a 6-7 hand motion? There's a hand motion. What do you do with your hand? Do you mean like just like 6-7? I might dare myself off stream to do it. But not on stream, I'm scared. But yeah, thank everyone for coming to this stream. Thank you. I hope everyone enjoyed Blue Archive and the ending of Volume 2, you know. It was so emotional, I cried. And we all love Hasino, of course. Hasino, no, official Jesus Christ. Wow. And then we will be back again on the Thursday for Zelda, where we can probably finish the child arc again to adult arc, I'd assume. Hopefully we'll make that progress. Yeah, thank you. Hope everybody enjoys the raid to Star Hades. Yeah, Star Hades. I read that right. Yep. She's currently playing Middle-earth: Shadow of War. It looks like a fun game. I hope you enjoy it. It's okay. Bye. Can't wait for the return of Hyrule. Me, I will. So hyped to jump back into it. Bye. Glory to Iromi. Glory to all catkind. Bye. See ya. When the next time I forgot the end screen. There you go. End screen. Bye. See ya next time for some more meow times. Am I right? Meow. Now get hit by a frying pan. Bam. And bam. Bye. Yeah. Over. Yeah. Nya.